Hello, sunshines. Welcome to Bunnyfish Crafts. I'm your host, Heather, known as Bunnyfish on all the social media places, and I am in my car in a parking lot next to the library. Not the library parking lot. There are literally no parking spaces at the library. I have no idea what's going on that has made the library that popular on a Sunday. I'm not mad about it. I am hopeful that great things are going on in there, but I just need to pick up a book that I have on hold, and I'm going to pick up the second Crescent City book. So, yeah, the library's over there. I'm so interested to see what sort of event is happening that has everybody here. I wonder if there is a protest today to use the library, which would make sense to me because what better way to protest the government messing things up than by using government sources for what they're supposed to be used for. Because look at that parking lot. It's full. I know, because I circled it. But there's not like an event. It doesn't look like an event. It's just literally so full. All of the computer corrals are full, and the kids' play area is full, and the teen room was full, and just, if it's not a protest, I mean, even if it is a protest, like, my heart is so full. I feel like emotional about the library being so used up in the best possible way, and I love it. Whew. Yeah, so that's so exciting. I love it. Okay, what I was trying to say, but that I was too verklempt to say, is that it's just so lovely that when the world is on fire, because the world is on fire, it is so lovely that there are pockets of peace and joy. And it just made me very, very feely. I felt very many things. But happy first of the month. You know what that means? It means it is time to figure out what I want to do for the month, set goals, set intentions. We're going to start with my TBR because I just went to the library to pick up some things for my TBR. So this month I want to finish Crescent City, obviously. I have like 120 pages to go at this minute. I want to read Exit Strategy by Martha Wells. It's the next book in the Murderbot Diaries. I want to read The City in Glass by Nevo, which I don't know what it's about at all, but it will take care of the other Nevo square on my bookish bingo. I want to read The Omnivore's Dilemma. This is going to be my nonfiction book for the month. I am going to have to read slightly more than 10 pages a day because I'm pretty sure there's more than 300 pages and there's only 28 days in February, but that's okay. I'll figure out what that number is and stick to it. And then I did pick up the second Crescent City book, House of Sky and Breath. But I have another book on hold at the library, and I was hoping that it was going to come in before I left the library, but it's still marked as pending, so I'm sure I'll get the call for it like tomorrow. It is, I believe it's a fairy tale retelling. I don't know what fairy tale, but I believe I heard that, and someone was like, oh my gosh, these books are amazing. Was it Little Miss Macaron who talked about it? I don't know. I think so. I think I was watching a favorite books of the year wrap-up book, and she mentioned it, I think. So we'll see. I'll let you know when I know what it's about, but I don't know what it is yet. So I want to finish that book also. So that's 4 books to finish. Well, 5 books to finish, but 4 books to start and finish in February, which is a lot. 2 of them are short, though. And then where I was going with that was if I finish those 4 books, then I will start House of Sky and Breath. And then for projects, I want to make 5 of these little mini monsters, and they're going to be motivational monsters. I've decided that I'm going to use this one for one of the leadership team because it's already almost made. I just have to make the arms and legs, and I don't actually need it. Like, I didn't have another recipient in mind. So this is going to be one of the 5. So this needs, the arms and the legs are the same thing. So this needs 3 limbs and a face. This needs 4 limbs, a face, and maybe a tutu. Not 100% on the tutu, but I really think that I want to make a tutu. Maybe crocheted, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe removable, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't decided. This one, I started this morning. So, like, even though this sounds like, in my brain, that's like, making 5 stuffies. Yes, but also I did this morning. This one just needs the decreases for the bottom and a face, and it is finished. So this one, I'm definitely finishing today. I'd like to finish this one today. We'll see. And then I am probably halfway through knitting the body on this one, somewhere around there. And then I just have to do one more, and the person's favorite color is purple. I have some of this purple left, not enough to make a whole monster, but I also have this lighter pink color and this hot pink color. So maybe between the 3 of those I have enough. I don't know. But I also think that this brown looks really cute with these. So I think I'm going to do some striping of some sort with pink, purple, and brown, but maybe not until next weekend. I also want to add 12 inches onto this blanket, which in a month and a short month, that was my goal for the entire year of 2025, and I barely made it. But I have to do it. I have to do it if this is going to get done. So I really need to focus in on this project. And then last month I mentioned I was pretty sure that there was a bin in my basement with Caron Simply Soft in it, and there was. So exciting. I have some green for the mantis. I have some other green that's not Caron Simply Soft, but like goes nicely with that green. So cool. I don't really want to buy yarn where I don't have to for projects. Like, if I already have the yarn, why wouldn't I use it? But then I opened it and I saw that there's also this purple and this pink and this pink. So I'm thinking, so what I'm going to do is I am going to make rainbow ripple blankets. I want to make 2 of them this month for my coworker who's having twin girls. And I'm going to maybe use the center that I already started, but possibly not. Maybe I will just use these yarns because that yarn is thicker than these. And so maybe what I'll do is make my youngest a blanket using that as the starter. So make her a star blanket using pinks and purples and blues. Or I might rip that out and use it in my youngest's blanket. I don't know. And then one other thing that's not on my list, it's not an official plan. Oh wait, do I have one more? I think I have one more official plan. Lies, I have 2 more official plans. So I want to use one more skein on the wedding blanket. That does come up to more than 28 rows on the wedding blanket, but not a lot more. I think it's like, I think a skein takes me to like 34 or 36, somewhere in there, rows. So if I just throw in an extra row every weekend day during the month, I should be fine. So that's officially on my list. And then I want to make a pair of socks for my best friend. But I don't know what that's going to look like yet because the yarn is set to be delivered tomorrow, which is the winter mystery skein from Fiber Nymph Dye Works or the Luna Moth. So we'll look at both of those tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. We'll see, because it's going to be delivered tomorrow and I probably won't see it until the lighting's not great. So probably Tuesday. And then I'll let you know which skein my best friend picks for that. But also, I want to show you some beautiful new yarn that I got. I told you my friend Jenna 716 was having a birthday sale, and I did end up purchasing because at $19 a skein, like that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous price for hand-dyed yarn. So she has this color that is called, nope, that's not the tag for that one. Yes, it's called Pam's A Trans Ram. And it's trans pride colors and this darker purple. And my work daughter wanted some socks and she's got big old feet. So I knew I was going to need more than 100 grams. So I'm showing this to you because I think that I am going to cast on a sock for her today. And it's going to be like, I'm just going to do vanilla because that's what I prefer to do when I'm making someone a sock for the first time so that we can like figure out what fits and what doesn't. Although I'm considering maybe I want to make the top of the sock ribbed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to provisionally cast on like 80 stitches and then knit 4 or 5 rounds and then do a heel flap, turn and pick up for the gusset and knit down the foot. And then I'm going to do the second foot, I think out of the same skein of yarn. And then I'm going to hate myself, but I'm going to work the legs 2 at a time after I finish both feet. That way I can make them as long as possible because I don't know how much yarn I'm going to need for a size 15 shoe. Never made a sock for a size 15 shoe before. So there's that. But I also ordered a few other things. This one just because I love the colorway. It is Welcome to Planet Pocket Protector. I might already have a skein of this in my stash. It's 100% possible, but I love it. It's self-striping, it's green and aqua and beautiful and bright. And if I do have 2 skeins, then maybe my boyfriend and I need matching socks. And then I sent him to go look at the site and he picked out, if you can escape the womb, you can escape anything. And this is a more yellow skein. Some of the pictures were a little more blue on the site, but he's okay with it being a little more yellow. So that's just fun. And this I picked up just for funsies. It is called Thank You for Taking What I Just Said Earlier and Shouting It at Me. I feel that on a spiritual level. And look, on all of them, she's got these cute little, I'm going to guess they're 3D printed little buffalo, but I don't know. But all 5 of the skeins have stitch markers, and most of them are the little buffalo. Yeah, 4 of the 5 skeins have the buffaloes. Oh, they're so cute. And then, I don't know what I was just showing you with that QR code, but got cute stickers and a magnet, and I love this. I'm going to put this up in my classroom somewhere. And a little postcard that she wrote on the back of. How cute are those yarns? They're so beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to wind up that yarn tonight and cast on that sock. And that's going to be my work knitting because it's going to be super simple. It's going to take forever, but it can live in my pocket nicely. It's Sunday night. I should be going to sleep. It's like 10 p.m. But then I got to page 701 in House of Earth and Blood. And how could I possibly stop reading? And then by page 703, I was sobbing. Oh, man. Sobbing. So now how am I supposed to sleep? Obviously, I have to read more. Hey, sunshines. It's Tuesday. No, it's Monday. It's only Monday? Oh, it's Monday, the 2nd of February. Oh, okay. It's only Monday. I got my Fiber Nymph Dyeworks yarns, and Luna Moth is exactly what I expected. It's gorgeous. And then Winter Wellness Pie. I guess this is the winter mystery color. It's not what I expected, because the picture was very bright. And I mean, my daughter will like it. You know, that's the risk that we run with when we do mysteries, right? It's not bad. It's just, I don't know. I was expecting more like bright or jewelry. I'll put a picture right here of what the mystery listing picture was. And so I think you can see my confusion as to how we got this. So I'm going to put it away. I'm going to sit with it for, I don't need it in the month of February. Unless my best friend says that she loves this color, which maybe she will. And then I'll be working on that on February, so that I can start my best friend's pair of socks. I don't know. That just wasn't what I expected. Okay, so my best friend, who I am making the socks for, has just messaged me back. And she only saw the inspiration photo one time for like a minute. And she was like, oh, I like the multicolored one. Okay. I'm not really surprised, because she does like colorful things, but she does not like pink at all. And she's not really a fan of orange or yellow. But she was like, I wouldn't like it if it was solid, but with the mix, it should be good. So that's cool. That's cool. So I'll have the green socks and she'll have the colorful socks. So I guess I'm going to wind up the colorful yarn. And I did not wind up the yarn for my work daughter. Excuse me. Like I said I was going to. I'm not going to wind them up tonight. I'm going to wind them up tomorrow, because I'm going to wind them up tomorrow because I'll be coming right from work to home tomorrow. So I am, and I'm not surprised that my friend likes that yarn. But also it's socks, and she says she's not that picky about socks, and she likes like colorful, vibrant socks. So that's good. So yes, winding those both tomorrow. Sorry, my littlest nugget came in and I got all discombobulated, but she's waiting very patiently for me to finish this clip so she can tell me about the musical. Hey sunshines, it's Tuesday, and I did something so silly. I forgot the linen stitch blanket at school. I took it to school to work on it. I got about a row and a half done while I was there, and I forgot it. And I realized that when I was like, I don't know, 3 minutes, when I had been driving about 3 minutes. It's not very far from my house to the school. I could have turned around, gone that 3 minutes, and it would have been fine. But anybody else, when you leave work for the day, are you done? I'm done. Like, it just lives there until tomorrow. If it was a Friday, I would go back on a Saturday. Like, it just lives there. So that's kind of a bummer because it's Tuesday and it is 4 p.m. and I am in my nest already, which means I have probably about 4 pretty good like crafting hours. I mean, not just crafting straight, because I also have to, you know, mom and eat and stuff. But like 4 hours where my obligations are minimal. What I want to do tonight, especially since I forgot the linen stitch blanket, is I would like to finish my monster, not completely finish my monster army. I would like to finish 4 of my monsters. Which sounds like a lot because I don't think I even showed you that I have one fully finished. You ready? Look how cute. Okay, so this is the one that's finished. It's got eyes. I used some beads. Just knocked over the pink one. It's fine. But yeah, I have this cute little guy or girl. So the pink one needs 2 more limbs made, all limbs attached, and a face. The blue and green needs 3 limbs made and 3 limbs attached and ends woven in. This one needs to be stuffed, and then I think I have 2 or 3 decrease rounds and then close it up, and then all of the limbs made and attached, and everybody needs faces. And then the last one I'm going to make, the person's favorite color, is purple. So I'm going to start with this pink and get through all of the increases and then stripe in this purple with this pink at a do 1 round stripes. And then when this pink runs out, I'm going to use this pink. And then when the purple runs out, it's just going to be this pink. And I don't know if I'll have enough for limbs or not. So the monster might be getting different colored limbs. We'll see how far it gets. So that's my goal for tonight. I don't know if I'll get all of the monster limbs finished, honestly, because it's not my favorite thing to make, but I'm going to make an effort to get pretty far on it. And then I would also like to I want to start the 2 rainbow ripple baby blankets that I'm going to make for the twin baby girls. I want one to have a pink center and one to have a purple center, and then to do some pink and purple stripes a little bit. And then when I went to Michael's, I didn't see any Karen Simply Soft. Do they not sell it? Is Karen Simply Soft not a thing anymore? I don't know. I haven't done any research. But there are other baby yarns in whites and creams, so I think I'll just find something like similar sheen maybe to continue out the stripes and just have them be differently striped. That's my thought. It took 3 and a little bit skeins of the Yarn Bee yarn to make the blue baby blanket that I made. So this wouldn't even be enough to make 1 baby blanket. Although maybe I just start this and have this be the 1 baby blanket that I start and then buy yarn for the second one. Because I really think that my coworker has very strong feelings of like girl colors versus boy colors. So I don't know. Well, let me think. Because maybe Do I want to do a rainbow? Like a pastel rainbow? Maybe I do for one of the blankets, and then I'll figure out something else for the other one. I don't know if my coworker is one of those people who wants everything matchy-matchy for their twins or would appreciate having like something different for the twins. Whatever, I'm going to make what I want. And we'll see what that turns out to be. But I do want to start this. I think I want to do a rainbow. Do I want to start with cream? No, I'd rather end with cream. Okay. It has been decided. Yes, this. I would like to start this blanket. So just one, and I will figure out the second one at some other point. Hey, sunshines. The need for hibernation is strong. It's only 7:40 and I am ready to put away all of my crafting. So that's fine. I'm going to put it away. I'm going to read. But let's look at what I did. Can we first of all talk about how, of course, it was ridiculous for me to be like, I'm going to finish all of the monsters. I did not do that. I did, though, make really good progress on all of them. So I've decided that she looks cute without a skirt. So this monster is completed. So I have 2 of the 5 completed. Yay me. And she was one of my 12 cast-ons. So that's exciting. I just added to face this one. I finished the knitting on that one. Not the knitting of the body, because obviously I have to knit the legs still. And then it's just teeny tiny, but I did start the last monster. So there is that. And I still have several weeks, 3 weeks, a few weeks, I guess, to finish all the monsters. So, I'm not actually that mad about it. I think a reasonable goal would be, like a round on this a day, and then until I get it off of this needle, because the increases, I have to do magic loop. So until I get it off this needle, do a round a day until probably this weekend, and then just zoom through the body. And do 1 limb a day. I think that's a reasonable goal for those. And then I did start the blankets. So what I've decided is I am going to start one with white and then go through the purple, blue, green, yellow, pink, and then start one with purple and go blue, green, yellow, pink, and then finish with white. I'm going to have to get some more white because this is not going to be enough. And I'm going to do 5 rounds of each color. The blue one that I made, I think it was 28 rounds, 24 rounds. Was it 24 rounds? No, it couldn't have been 24 rounds. It must have been 28 rounds, somewhere like that. It's fine if that one was different than these, obviously. But my plan is to do 5 rounds of each color, and that should give me a pretty sizable blanket. I am worried that I'm going to run out of the pink, so I might have to be flexible about the pink. I don't know. And then I'll have to get another white. But I think that'll work out. They'll be like matchy enough that I feel comfortable with that for the twins, but like different still. And now I'm going to put my crafting away and get ready for reading in bed. I don't know why I'm so very tired, but I just am. I should not be this tired at 7 p.m. It's 8 p.m., I guess. Hey, sunshines. It's Saturday, the 7th of February. We're a quarter of the way through the month, and I am not a quarter of the way through 12 inches on this blanket. But I am not going to crochet however much I need to get another inch. How much is that to get an inch? 5 rows. I'm not doing that today. It's fine. I have been working on this at work. I've been doing, I can do about 2 rows comfortably a day without too terrible much effort. But I obviously need to start making more of an effort if I'm going to do 12 inches on this blanket. No more forgetting the blanket at school on a Tuesday when I actually have time to work on it. Okay. So here are the monsters, and I believe that last you saw I had these 2 finished. I finished this one today. This one just needs 1 more leg, so I'm definitely going to do that now. I'm definitely going to do that last leg now, and then 4 of them will be finished, and I just have to finish the eyes on this guy and do 3 limbs. But I actually used the recommended needle size on this one, I think, because he seems a little smaller, maybe. So I don't know, I think I have to go down to an actual size, or to a size 0 to do his arms. We'll see. I'll start with a size 0 and see how it's going. But this is what I really want to finish up today. And then at school, we're doing February Friends. It's basically Secret Santa. And the person who I am matched up with likes pink and just likes cute decorative things for their classroom. So I kind of think that I want to use this this Bernat baby yarn in this pink color, because I have the rest of this skein and another skein to make like a bigger version of these mini monsters, because they're fast. I have the pattern memorized now, and I was thinking I could hold the strands together and go up to maybe a US size 2. So slightly bigger, slightly more dense. Or I could hold 3 strands together. I think I'm going to hold 3 strands together, make a slightly bigger monster using this yarn, mostly because I just want the yarn used up. Like, I don't really have a use for it. I don't really want it sitting around. I am okay with the idea of like having a person who doesn't have a ton of stash and has to purchase for projects. That's okay. I'm okay with becoming that person. Yeah, so I think I might finish this purple pink monster, this one, and cast on another monster using that pink yarn. Also, I started reading The City in Glass by Nevo, and I don't know what it's about because, hi, if you're new here, I don't read dust jackets. I don't read the backs of books. I pick up books on recommendations or vibes, or I just know that I love Nevo's writing. So I have no idea what this book is about. I mean, I have a tiny idea. There have been demons and angels. I'm in the first 20 pages. I think you find out about the demon on page 2, so I'm not giving too much away. Yeah. So that's all I'm going to say right this second until I know a little bit more about what's going on in the book. I'm enjoying it immensely, even though I am on my period, and so I have hormone brain, and I had to reread multiple pages like 3 or 4 times last night. It's still worth it. Did I even tell you guys that I was reading Exit Strategy by Martha Wells? Short, only 170 something pages. I read that this week. It's the 4th book in the Murderbot Diaries, and In this one, like, Murderbot's friends are kind of being held captive. Maybe? Murderbot's not sure. But that's what they're, like, discerning from the news feeds. So, very enjoyable, very fast-paced, very snarky. Love Murderbot. I am intending, there are 8 books in the Murderbot Diaries. I am intending to read the rest of them this year. I have them set to be put on hold at my library the first week of every month. So for the next 4 months, well, if you include this one, 5 months, I'm going to be reading one of the Murderbot Diaries as one of my TBR because I'm just really enjoying it a lot. I really like the character. And that's kind of nice to not have to, like, really think about my TBR every month. Like, I already know one thing that's going to be on there. So I also picked up a book at the library today that is the other book that I was going to put on my TBR this month. So let me show you that. After City and Glass, I'm going to read Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher, which is a book that Little Miss Macaron recommended. And it is something about a fairy tale retelling, maybe. I don't usually read the back of books, but listen to me being a liar. I noticed that Heather Fawcett, who wrote Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, had something on the back cover, and fairy tale inspired storytelling. So we'll see. Is that really fairy tale, or just, kind of feels like a fairy tale? I'm cool either way. But yeah, I'm really excited to read that one. All right, let me go finish off this little monster. Hey, sunshines. It's Sunday morning. It's the 8th. It's just after 9 a.m. And last year sometime, I went through my scrap stash and I pulled out all of these with the intent to use them either in the linen stitch blanket or my nor'easterly, or both. And so I think it's time to start putting these into the linen stitch blanket because it's time, right? I really want to get this linen stitch blanket done. My scrap stash is getting quite low, so it's time. It's time to pull these yarns and start working with them. I'm not going to work this whole bag in straight, but I'm thinking like maybe every 3rd or 4th row will be one of these yarns. And not all of these will go in, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. This mini looks too small for a row, so that'll go right to the nor'easterly, but it'll be good to get things worked in. And I needed some motivation to do my linen stitch blanket. It's pretty. It's just not, like, I don't know. The process is not as enjoyable as my other scrappy blankets because I have to look at it more. I think that's my issue. I just want it to be mindless with very little looking, very little thought, and I have to look a bunch to be able to do it. But look how beautiful it is. It's not because it's not beautiful. Obviously, I like scrappy blankets, right? I have 4 on my space, 2 that are works in progress, and 1 that, and 2 that are finished. So, like, obviously, I love them. It's just, I don't know, the process is not the most fun, but it's okay. I have some vlogs to queued up to work on while I work on this and finish the final monster. So I'll check in with you in just a little bit with a finished monster. All right, I have to go build sets. I will insert a picture of the last monster because I did take a picture, but I forgot to record about it. And it is currently drying because I washed them all. But here we are with my square for House of Earth and Blood and Exit Strategy. So yay me! I'm doing pretty good on my to-do list this weekend, but now I have to go get ready so I can do some painting and set building stuff for my kiddos' musical. Wish me luck, because I don't want to. My back hurts. But I'm going to do it anyway. Hello, sunshines. It's Monday, the 9th of February. I'm at work, and we have, I think it's called February Friends. I don't know. It's kind of like Secret Santa. And do you want to see what I got today? So we're supposed to do, I think, 9 small things, somewhere around there, 7 small things that are $1 or $2. That's totally more than $1. Oop! But look, I got a cute little fake plant and beef jerky. A fake plant is great since I don't have windows in my room. Oh, that's exciting! I gave my person a little felt mushroom craft. It's all stickers, so hopefully they like it. But I figure I should check in on work crafting. Last week I didn't really have any pocket knitting, so I grabbed the Partying It Up and Getting Down sock from Megan Williams, and I didn't do a ton of knitting on it because then I did have pocket knitting, but I did work on it a little bit since last you saw it, and it's in this cute bag from Kendra, and I think I'm going to leave this at school because I don't need it until next winter, so December-ish. I guess here's the Knit Knot Studios Emerald Isle. So the next time you see this will likely be part of a month wrap-up video if I work on it. But yeah, I think it would just be good to leave it at school for when I don't have pocket knitting, or when I forget my pocket knitting or something. But my current pocket knitting is the sock for my best friend. It's the Fiber Nymph Dyeworks. I don't remember what the colorway is called. It was the Mystery Skein, and I still don't love it. I would not have picked these colors. I probably wouldn't have bought this particular skein if I knew what it was going to look like, but that's okay. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at my phone as I was recording. I do like this green. I think it's just too many of these because, like, I don't hate the brown, I don't hate the blue, I don't like orange, yellow, or pink, generally speaking. But if it was just one less, I think I would like this more. But that's okay. I don't have to like everything, and my best friend said she likes it just fine, even though she doesn't really like yellow, orange, or pink either. But she says it's fine, so that's good. And I am currently in the heel turn. Oh, day 2 is heavy. That's cute. That is definitely not $2 though, but I like it. Hey, sunshines. It's Tuesday the 10th. And I just noticed that I have some stripes going on in this blanket because I do kind of try to alternate, not necessarily light and dark stripes, but like try to make sure that the stripes don't blend in too much with the previous. But I have some serious vertical stripes going on right there. I am working on it on my lunch, so I am making progress. Good job, me. Hey, sunshines. It's Wednesday the 11th, and I am going to wrap up this vlog because I just edited what I have so far, and it's fairly long. So here is the monster that I want to make for my February friend. I need to do some sort of mouth. Trying to decide on what color I want to use for the mouth. Do I want to do little white teeth, or do I want to do like a little pink or red mouth. And I do want to knit a little heart for this monster to be holding like this. I ended up shortening the arms from the mini monster pattern, and I did hold the Bernat baby yarn with 3 strands and used a US size 3 needle. Oh, he's so cute. I should probably show you my collection of mini monsters all finished. So let's hop to school. Here they are. Aren't they so cute? I am really pleased with how they turned out, and I am excited that they were ready weeks in advance instead of waiting last minute. But we do have to jump back home really quick because I forgot to show you some things. We should look at the baby blankets, shouldn't we? So here we are. I'm 2 colors in for both, which, I mean, I guess by days that puts me on track because we're about 1/3 of the way through the month, a little bit more than 1/3 of the way through the month. But by stitch count, it's definitely not 1/3 of the way through the blankets, but that's okay. They're looking good. They're started. The pattern is established. And now I just have to actually, work the rounds. And additionally, something you won't really see except in like the monthly check-in video, but I started the blanket for my littlest. Pinks, blues, purples, any shade, she says. So this is what was left over of the pink from the granny rectangle, and I have that center of a star started, which obviously I'm not using for these 2 blankets, but I do have a plan because I have another coworker who's pregnant with a little girl. So I have a plan for that, which you'll probably see in March because she's far along. So I need to get going on that. Anyway, here is what I've started. So that's that pink. And then this blue was just something that was in the bin of Karen Simply Soft and other baby type yarns. So that's going to be the next color. This is the leftovers after I made the pink monster. I do have another skein of this though, which I will be holding triple to go into the blanket. And I'm planning to put the leftover purple from these blankets in the blanket and the leftover blue, which is why I started this blanket, so I could, be working scraps into it now and not have to like rush and do it all in winter. And I guess I'll show you. I have this much purple left from the 2 baby blankets, so that was a good use of that purple. Good job, me. Very proud. And the last thing to check in with you about is the sock for my best friend. I am through the gusset, so now it's just straight down the foot. Today I have space buns because middle school requested that we have matching hair because yesterday I wore pigtails in my hair. So today we're doing space buns. It's me and at least 2 other girls or 2 of my students, but maybe more. We'll see. Okay. Well, I will check in with you. For me, it'll probably be later today, but it could be anytime for you. Hopefully, at least once more in February. I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now, friends.